Alright, let's talk about Shin Hati. Firstly, Ivana Sakno did an incredible job with what she was given, like a fox that rears its head and recoils when threatened. We don't know too much about Shin and why Baylan chose to train her, but her journey is irrevocably excised from Baylan's. Also, I'd like to issue a correction. In my previous video about Baylan, I said that Shin would be Rey's apprentice. What I meant to say is that Shin would join Rey's new Jedi Order. Now let's talk about how that happens. Shin is a lost soul, confused and riddled with aspirations of power and the search for belonging. Rightfully so, because in the beginning, Baylan promises her power.
And for us.
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
And when they get to Peridea, Baylan reveals his true plans.
Won't our alliance with Thrawn finally bring us into power?
That sort of power is fleeting. What I seek is the beginning.
When he finally parts ways with Shin, he warns her.
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another. One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
So how does one go from following a master loyally and willfully to being told that your paths deviate from each other and having to find that path yourself? Baylan and Shin's relationship mirrors that of Count Dooku and Asajj Ventress. While we don't know Shin's circumstances, Asajj was found by Dooku after her master, Jedi Master Kai Narek, was killed. Dooku promised her the power for revenge and the power to survive. From what we know, Shin seems like a survivor of the times, and Baylan must have found her and took her in, similar to what Dooku promises of Asajj. So I very much see Shin's journey mirroring Asajj's for a long time. Her first encounters with Ahsoka and Sabine under the command of her master, and her subsequent encounters with Ahsoka and Sabine trying to carve into stone her motivations and find her purpose. By the end of Ahsoka, she finds herself abandoned and among the kinship of the bandits, much like Asajj finds a semblance of that with bounty hunters. Her pursuit of power will lead her down a dark path, but her yearning for belonging will lead her down a path of compassion, again, mirroring Asajj's journey with Quinlan Vos. In the end, Shin will go through a bunch of trials and tribulations, challenging her worldviews and testing her courage and convictions. The sense of belonging I get is from her eagerness to be someone.
Comes from a breed of Boken Jedi trained in the wild after the temple fell.
Like me.
No. He was trained as a Jedi. You, I trained to be something more.
That something more is now in the hands of Shin. Much like Ahsoka and Sabine, Shin is stranded on Peridea. There are several paths she can take, like joining Ahsoka as another apprentice or following her own Ronin path. Should she take the path of the Ronin, Shin is very much in danger of falling to the dark side, and if there is redemption in her future, it is with finally finding Rey's new Jedi, in which her worldviews are tested and challenged by the very grandchild of darkness. With the galaxy in tatters after the rise of Skywalker, it's safe to assume that many that would flock to Rey's new Jedi Order would be a smattering of old, new, and young. Tamiri Blag, for example, from TLJ. But Shin, should she choose, has a place within the new Jedi Order and could be the catalyst by which the new Jedi Order defeats Darth Skull or Baylan, having studied Revan's holocrons over the years and finally bringing his plans into action, having witnessed the fall of Darth Sidious. But again, that's just a theory. Let me know what you guys think.